Thanks for staying with 5 Live with me, Shiv Arur. The big political flashpoint that we're tracking now is happening in Tamil Nadu, where the BJP is on a collision course with its own ally, the ruling AIADMK. The BJP's Vetrivel Yatra has added to strain in its ties with its own ally. The Tamil Nadu government has denied permission for the month-long program. BJP workers left for Tiruteni to launch the Vetrivel Yatra. When the state police tried to stop the procession, BJP leaders created a ruckus, broke barricades and reached Tiruteni. BJP leaders, including Party General Secretary C.T. Ravi, have been detained by the police for conducting a public gathering without permission. The BJP has threatened to protest if the AIADMK halts its processions. Slamming its ally in an unusual twist of politics, the BJP says that schools and liquor shops are allowed to reopen in the state, but the EPS government has denied the BJP permission to carry out a religious yatra. On Thursday, the EPS government decided against issuing permission for the entire tour in view of COVID-19 restrictions. Opposition parties had also insisted that the AIADMK government not permit the yatra.
Raviji, you have successfully completed your yatra. What is your next move?
It is going on all over the Tamil Nadu.
When is the next yatra scheduled?
Our state party unit, they will take a decision.
And sir, this entire yatra did not have a permission to go for. So you have gone against the law in certain way, right?
Already Lord Murugan, he has given the permission. His permission only we are going to yatra.
Sir, but
This is our fundamental
the country is facing a pandemic and we are in a COVID-19 situation.
This pandemic, Bihar election is going on, and all DMK and their allies, they are protesting against the government. The Tamil Nadu government, they are giving the permission to them.
So the Veil Yatra will go on December 6th, you will conclude it?
Sure. This yatra is continuously going on.
Thank you, sir.
When children can go to school, play, touch each other, when state government is thinking on those lines, their argument that because of the second wave of corona, this yatra is not allowed, is not valid. I don't think that there is any valid reason in preventing this yatra. Anyhow, if it is allowed, it will be yatra. If it is not allowed, it will be agitation. But the message would certainly reach the people. BJP is a growing force. And we will be proving it during the yatra or agitation.
Now, here are the reasons why the ruling AIADMK said no to authorizing the BJP's Vetrivel Yatra. Processions like the Veil Yatra can lead to COVID-19 spread, said the government. For public safety, permission for the yatra is being denied. We request the BJP not to insist on the yatra. Remember, this is one ally talking to the other. The BJP will be welcomed more if they chose people's welfare, said the EPS government. This was a statement given by AIADMK Minister D. Jayakumar. This was right on the back of that permission not being granted. Akshaya Nath is with me live from Tirutani in Tamil Nadu. This is the place where there is a famous Murugan temple from where the Vetrivel Yatra was supposed to kick off, where it in fact did kick off without permission, and therefore it has led to this huge political ruckus between the allies. Akshaya, what is the current situation? When we spoke last, there was a great deal of scuffling between BJP members and the police there in Tirutani. What's the current situation?
Well, Shiv, all the senior members of the BJP were detained. Along with them, 700 other cadres were also taken into custody. And all these people were detained in a nearby marriage hall. And later we had seen that C.T. Ravi was let off. He has been coming back to the Chennai city and he's on his way. And meanwhile, we're seeing that, the BJP had conducted this as a show of strength. In fact, when L. Murugan, the state president of the BJP, as well as H. Raja, the former National Secretary. When all these people were talking, they were insisting on a point that they're trying to drive a message. The message is that the Hindu community will stand united. They will not take anybody oppressing the women members of the community or against anybody talking ill about Lord Muruga. These were instances that had happened in the last couple of months in the state. Allegations against Tol Tiruvallur talking ill about Manusmriti, and later about the Karpura Kootam who had spoken ill about Lord Muruga. These were the context of the kind of yatra that they had scheduled today. But despite the state government, the ally of the BJP saying no for the yatra, they had still gone on. They've been only saying that Lord Muruga has given them permission to go ahead. But the constitution of the land, the law of the land, the law and order situation of Tamil Nadu, all these things were not taken into consideration. And that is something that will be putting a bad light on the BJP at this point of time. Well, ahead of the 2021 elections, they are trying to bring in more force and show strength. But is this the way, is the question, Shiv?
Akshaya, thanks very much for that. And this is something that's going to only escalate because it is an emotive issue for the BJP, and yet the AIADMK has decided not to change its mind on this, and that's the reason why you see those images playing out on the ground. Joining me live, Narayanan Tirupati, spokesperson of the BJP in Tamil Nadu, and Muralidharan Shivalingam is a supporter of the AIADMK. Mr. Tirupati, permission not granted. This is an unusual situation where the person who has, the entity that has denied you permission is your own ally. They have taken everything into account and they have said this is not the time to do this kind of a yatra. So why is the BJP continuing with it?
No, why the BJP is continuing with this is the last 1.5 years or 2 years, the DMK and its allies were literally, they are doing a lot of sins, a lot of bad things about Hindutva. They are talking very bad about Hindu women, and they are abusing Hindu women, abusing Hindu religion, etc., etc. It has been a regular feature. And we have been condemning, but the AIADMK government did not take any action. So we thought we should go to the public and say that DMK and its allies are trying to create a law and order problem, communal problem, and they are trying to provoke Hindus by, demeaning, by degrading, abusing Hindu women and Hindu religion, Hindu goddesses.
But Mr. Tirupati, the reasons for the permission being denied are COVID-19. They don't appear to be political. These are, this was the Vetrivel Yatra involves large crowds, big processions, and that is the reason why the permission has been denied, says your ally.
That is wrong, because Tamil Nadu is seeing a lot of programs, protests every day by DMK also. DMK had more than 3,000, 4,000 people in Chennai. Even your same Akshaya would have reported, you would have seen, and I think you would have debated. And the AIADMK, for that, even they have meetings. And when Mr. Edappadi Palaniswamy was declared as the chief ministerial candidate, there was a huge crowd in front of AIADMK office, which you also know. And every day they are...
Then Mr. Tirupati, I'm curious. Then I'm very curious to know what is your perception of why the permission has been denied, because after all, this is your own ally. I can understand if some opposing party had denied permission, I can understand. This is your own ally that has denied this permission.
That's what even I'm surprised. It is unfortunate because the opposition, they are afraid that BJP is getting strengthened, and if they go to the streets, if they go to the villages and tell that DMK is an anti-Hindu party and its alliance is anti-Hindu alliance, what they have been doing, they have been talking about this Manu Smriti, which was written by Wendy Doniger, not the original one, and also the Karpur Kootam, which abused Hindu women, Lord Muruga, etc. So these people are afraid that we will be strong. But I am really surprised why this AIADMK government has succumbed to the pressure by the opposition parties.
Muralidharan Shivalingam, bringing you in, the BJP says it is confused about why this permission has been denied, and Mr. Tirupati goes as far as to say that the AIADMK is under pressure from the opposition to deny this permission.
Not at all, Shiv. I think they got it wrong. Whatever Mr. Narayan Tirupati said about the demeaning of Kandasasti Kavasam, then whatever Mr. Tiruvallur did with the Hindu women, quoting the Manusmriti, all this is true. Yes, the BJP is seeing traction for the first time in the state that they are getting support from the Hindu groups. they are able to unite the Hindu. There's no doubt about it. But the problem here is it's bad timing. It's pandemic time. So that's one. Second is this is not a protest or a demonstration standing in one place. This is a yatra which is going to go across various districts or states. Now, what will happen in such situations? There's always a possibility of a communal disharmony. And people are getting agitated on either side with their sentiments being pushed. So that could lead to, some communal riots. That's what the ADMK fears, and that's the reason they are holding them back.
Okay, so
it's wrong timing.
Okay, so that there's another angle to it, Mr. Tirupati. You've got another answer from Mr. Sivalingam. He says it's not just COVID-19 fears, but it's also the possibility of communal polarization and whipping up communal sentiments. Respond to that.
No, Steve. See, actually, that's what I said. These people are trying to disturb the communal harmony by unnecessarily targeting Hindus, by demeaning, degrading, abusing Hindus. Tirumavalavan said that Vendi Doniger's, after that Vendi Doniger's book, that all Hindu women are prostitutes. That is what Tirumavalavan said. But neither the DMK nor the Congress came for the rescue of Hindu women. But we are really worried. In fact, Tirumavalavan should have been arrested. And Mr. Stalin should have been arrested by this AIDMK government. That is what we demanded.
Exactly.
But instead, now, when we are condemning and we are trying to expose this DMK and their allies, the AIDMK government is arresting our party leader, Mr. Murugan. That is what is surprising. That is unfortunate.
Okay. No, but Mr. Sivalingam, flesh out what the AIADMK's concerns here are, because elections are on in 6 months from now. And this has become a very public sort of divergence between the two allies. It doesn't look good in public for the two allies to disagree in this manner on an emotive issue.
I think Mr. Narayan Tirupati himself answered it, saying that, yes, the people are agitated, the Lord Muruga has been demeaned, then the Hindu women are demeaned, and there is some kind of, agitation and, anger among the Hindu crowd. Now, yatra like this, that can trigger off. All you need is somebody to pelt one stone. And the whole thing can turn upside down. That's what the ADMK fears. ADMK understands the situation very clearly. There is anger, there's hatred between the non-Hindu groups as well as the Hindu group, and that can lead to anything. That's exactly what they don't want to, start right now.
So you're saying,
coming out of pandemic.
Are you saying that the AIADMK believes that the BJP is on a quest to try and communalize? Because we know that the BJP hasn't made much of a political inroad in Tamil Nadu, and therefore, are you saying that 6 months before the elections, the BJP wants to try all things to create some kind of a mood in the state?
I will not call it communalizing it, but I think their love for the religion. See, let's understand, that's been their card. The Hindu card has been their trump card across India. So they're trying to use it here. There's nothing to be shocked. But as a responsible government, should ADMK allow that to turn into a violence or riots is what we need to see. It's their stance.
Yeah, respond to that.
A responsible government, what should a responsible government do? It has to identify the rioters. It has to identify the culprits. It has to identify the black moles who will do all these things. And they have to find out who can spoil this society. So they should have made preventive arrest for this yatra.
No, but
whom they think are
the point
responsible.
is,
Mr. Tirupati, I have to ask one thing though.
A government should not say that you will have a problem, don't go. Is that the way?
Mr. Tirupati, keeping the politics aside, keeping all the dynamics of the politics aside in Tamil Nadu before the elections, I have a very simple question that many in the public will also be asking. Isn't it also the state government's responsibility to ensure that, COVID-19 norms and law and order is taken care of at a time when there are all these other national norms in place, and especially at a time before elections? Wouldn't you give them that much?
Yes, Shiv, but that is why we said, instead of making people to come to us in a huge gathering, lakhs and lakhs of people in a district headquarters or 5 districts joined together.
So you're saying that the government is being hypocritical about the rules?
We will go to the villages. We will meet the people. How will Corona will come? when Corona cannot come in Saidapet where DMK had more than 5,000 people,
So-
or when Corona cannot come in Avai Shanmugam Salai, when Mr. Edapadi Palaniswamy was announced as the chief presidential candidate.
In my personal view, gatherings of all kinds should be banned. Gatherings of all kinds should be banned until COVID is removed.
Pandemic will
But-
come in BJP's protest. I don't understand.
Muralidharan, the allegation is that the AIADMK is being selective as far as COVID-19 norms and law and order is concerned and crowds are concerned.
Yes,
They say that you've banned this
not at all.
yatra,
You know-
but you're not banning community meetings and, political rallies by the AIADMK.
No, not at all. See, whether if it's a DMK gathering or whatever, they have nothing to really feel angry about. Today, in the Hindu situation, in a scenario like where Kandasasti custom has been demeaned and the dig at Hindu women, now this is a triggering point, and a lot of people are angry. You can see that in social media.
Yeah,
you don't
it
have
is.
to go here and there. That should not get transpired into violence. See,
Shiv, that is
there
why
a
we
chance,
said. What is the reason?
BJP,
Shiv, they have not
can
arrested.
take
They have not
their-
arrested. We have very clearly said that people behind Karapur Kootam should be arrested.
Okay,
Which
okay.
is AIADMK government
No, the
did not do.
government has better
Tirumalavan,
things to do.
who said very
And
bad
at a
about that
pandemic, the
Hindu
government
women
has
are
better things to
prostitutes.
do.
They did
And
not
the
arrest
economy is
Tirumalavan.
down.
Okay,
The
okay.
resurrection of the economy is utmost importance
It's
right now.
strange.
And not these,
I'm out of time.
yatras.
I'm out of time, Mr. Shivalingam and Mr. Tirupati. Thank you for joining me, but I'm still confused about, how this is going to play out. Because many BJP leaders have been detained by the police under its own ally in Tamil Nadu. There are elections coming up. It's an emotive issue. Is there any kind of mutual disengagement possible, between the two allies? Because this is not just a flash in the pan issue. The Vetrivel Yatra is a highly respected ritual. So how is this going to disengage? One will have to wait and see. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me on this discussion.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.